Hi everyone, today's video is going to be my May favourites. I can't believe it's the end of May already and that we're almost halfway through the year. This year has just flown by. I know everybody says it, but I seriously feel like this year has gone by so quickly. I haven't done a favourites video in a few months because I just didn't really have much to talk about. So I just thought there was no point really putting up a video only talking about 3 or 4 products or something, or products that you've heard about before. So today I've actually got quite a few things to show you. I've got a mixture of skincare, makeup and also some random favourites. So I think we should get started before I ramble on too much. The foundation that I have been really enjoying using lately is this, and it's the YSL Le Teint Touche Eclat foundation. It's basically the equivalent of the Touche Eclat highlighter but in foundation form. Recently I've just rediscovered this and I absolutely love it. So I've been using it every day since rediscovering it. It's probably about 2 months now and I'm just really sad because it's almost out and I'm going to have to repurchase this, and it's quite expensive, but it's a really lovely foundation. I really like it. It gives a really nice, I'd say light to medium coverage, veering more towards medium, but it's definitely buildable, and it just has a really lovely finish as well. It's not too dewy because I don't like dewy foundations. I find that they make me look a little bit greasy, but it's kind of almost like a satin finish, so it's not too matte but it's not too dewy. It feels really light on the skin, which I really like because I hate when foundations feel really mask-like on the skin. I really love this. I really recommend it if you're looking for a light, slightly dewy foundation which just looks so natural on the skin and just feels absolutely lovely on the skin. What I've actually been doing is using one layer of this and then powdering, and then using another layer on top and powdering on top. And I find that lasts all day on me, and I just have been really enjoying using this foundation again, so I'm really glad I've rediscovered it. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I've been pairing with that foundation, and it's the Vichy Dermablend setting powder. It's basically one of these white powders, and it's just a loose powder. It kind of reminds me of MAC's Prep and Prime powder, or the e.l.f. HD powder, or the Makeup Forever something or other powder. It basically is a white powder like all those big brands do. And this has a sifter across the top. It's quite a messy product actually, but this powder is just so lovely. It just sets your makeup really lovely and just covers all the imperfections. It somehow kind of blurs them out a little bit and just fills up all the pores, and it's just a really lovely powder. I find it does help my makeup set a little bit longer than some of the other powders I've used. It's not the most kind of long-lasting powder that I've ever used, but it's just really lovely because it works really well with the foundation that I use. I sometimes find that if I do use too much, it kind of whites out my face a little bit, because obviously it's white, but I just get a fluffy brush and just blend off any excess and it's absolutely fine. And I just really love the finish it gives, so I've been really loving this. I really love Vichy as a brand. The products that I've tried from them I really like, and I've actually got something else from Vichy which I've been really liking as well, which I will show later. The next 2 makeup items are both by the Balm. If you watched my swap video with Jahara, you'll know that she sent me a lot of products by the Balm, and I've been using them so much since I received them. The 2 things that I want to show you are these. So the first thing is the Instain blush in Argyle, and it's a really beautiful baby pink colour. It's not your typical baby pink because it's not too blue tone, it's actually more of like a peachy pink colour, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Ironically, I'm not actually wearing it today, but I've been wearing it so much since I got it, and it's just a really lovely matte blush. I really like matte blushes because I find that even though they don't have any kind of shimmer or anything, they just add a really nice dimension to the face and add like a really natural rosy glow, and this is one of those products that just really adds a really lovely glow to the skin. It's really pigmented, and as you can see, the light is washing it out a little bit, but this is a really great blush and it lasts all day as well, which I really like because I hate when you apply a blush in the morning and by lunchtime it's already gone. So yes, I've been absolutely loving this, and thank you again Jahara for sending me this. The other the Balm product that I have been loving is the Nude Tude palette, of course. I knew that I was going to love this as soon as Jahara said that she was going to send me some of the Balm products. So these are the shades. Recently I've been really loving Standoffish, which is this one. It's like a pinky champagne colour, really nice all over the lid. It just adds a really beautiful brightness to the eye. And I've also been loving Selfish, which is this one, just a kind of mid-tone brown, kind of a typical taupe colour. It's really pretty. and also shimmery, and this is just one of those kind of everyday browns. And then I also have been really enjoying Seductive, which is here. It kind of reminds me of Smog from the Urban Decay Naked One palette, but just slightly darker, and it's just a really pretty kind of golden brown. It's almost got like an orangey gold tinge to it, which is really pretty. So I've been absolutely loving these eyeshadows. They're really pigmented and buttery, and they blend so lovely all over the eyes. I tend to use one shadow all over the eye on a daily basis just because it's a lot easier. I can't be bothered to kind of get one colour and then get another and get loads of blending brushes. I don't really have time in the morning either, so I tend to just get one of these colours and apply it all over the lid, and then I just use a little bit more, or apply a little bit more kind of in the outer third and in the crease, just so it adds a little bit of depth. But I tend to just use one colour, and I've just been using this palette so much since I got it. So thank you again, Jahara, I absolutely love this. Moving on to some skincare things now. I don't know why I just did that, but the first thing is a serum, and it's by Vichy. It's the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Serum. I told you I've been loving Vichy recently, and this is basically the serum of my favourite moisturiser, so it's in the same range. It's part of their hydrating range, and I have been absolutely loving this. My skin got really dehydrated a couple of months ago. I just decided to buy a hydrating serum, and I kind of looked around, and I knew that I'd bought one before. I'd bought two before actually. I'd bought one from Superdrug and Hyaluron, which everyone raves about, but I didn't really fancy buying the Superdrug one again. I didn't know, I just wanted to try something new, and Hyaluron I didn't like at all. I know everyone raves about it, but it just was not, I did not get on with it basically. So I decided to look on the Boots website, and I saw that my favourite moisturiser, which is the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Rich Moisturiser, I saw that in the same range they had a serum, so I bought it. Long story short, I bought it, used it, and I love it. It's really hydrating on the skin. It just makes your skin feel so nourished and not necessarily plumped, but definitely more hydrated, and my skin doesn't have any dry patches at the moment. It doesn't feel tight across my skin, and I feel like my makeup lasts a lot better as well. If I pump out a little bit, you can see it's just a white serum, but when I blend it out, I don't know if you can see this in a minute, but it basically turns into like a water. It's just really watery, and that's kind of where the hydration comes from, I think. It's really lovely. It doesn't kind of feel thick on the skin or sticky at all, and it's just really nice and hydrating on the skin. I absolutely love this. It hasn't broken me out at all, and I just have no issues with this, I was about to say moisturiser. I just have no issues with this serum at all, so I really love this and would definitely recommend it. The next skincare thing is this little thing, and it's basically the Body Shop Tea Tree Blemish Gel. It looks a little bit like a lip gloss, but I assure you it's not. If you put this on your lips, it probably tastes a bit funny, to be honest. But it does have a doe foot applicator, which I really like. I do have an issue with that, but I will talk about that in a minute. But this product is great if you just have like kind of a random spot here or there, or a random kind of breakout patch, which I kind of have on my chin at the moment. Don't know if you can see that or not, but I just find that this is a really great kind of on individual spot treatments, if that makes sense. I know some treatments are just used for all over the skin to kind of help prevent spots, but once you have a spot, I always find that this just works really well, and I just kind of dot it onto the spots that I have, and then the next day my spots just look reduced in size and a lot less red, which is seriously great. This is a really great product for like, I think it's less than £10, like £7 or something. The only issue I have with this is again about the doe foot applicator, because even though it's quite accurate, it's nice just to dot on individual spots, I find it a bit strange that once you've dotted it on your spot, the bacteria or whatever's on the spot kind of goes back into the tube with the doe foot applicator. I don't know if that's just me that's overthinking it, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, when you're using this, your skin will generally be clean anyway because you'll have cleansed, but if you do decide to use this over makeup or something, then you're essentially putting that back into the tube. So, I don't know, maybe like a little pumpy thing would be better, but yes, regardless of the little kind of hygiene issue, I guess, the product is great. My next favourite is this, and it's basically Nivea Creme or Nivea Creme, and I've been using this as a hand moisturiser recently because my hand cream ran out and I had this at home, so I thought, you know what, it's a really nice small, what do you call it, container. It fits in my bag well, so I'm going to use it. And it basically looks like this, just a really thick white cream, and this is one of the best hand creams I have ever used, ever. Sometimes I'm really forgetful and I don't always moisturise my hands, and sometimes they get quite dry because at work I wash my hands quite a lot. So this product has just come in so handy, because you only need literally about probably this much. So that's basically, I don't know, it's not really a shape really, it's probably the size of an almond, and you just basically rub it into your hands. I'm going to do it now actually. And it's quite an oily product, it's very thick and quite hard to rub in, but once you do rub it in, it does leave your hands looking a little bit shiny and feeling quite oily, but it just makes them feel so moisturised, and they look so much better as well. You know, when you moisturise your hands, and say you moisturise one hand and compare it to the other, it always looks better. I just feel like my hands look so much more nourished and nice once I've used this, and it's just so moisturising. If you've used Nivea Creme before, or Nivea Creme, I don't know what it's called, this, then you'll know what the smell is. It's a very typical Nivea smell. If you have used the Nivea In Shower body moisturiser, then that also smells of this. But I absolutely love this for my hands, and I'll probably use it on some of the dry patches of my body as well, like my elbows or my ankles and knees and things. And this just kind of goes to show that you don't need a fancy product, because if you're just looking for something to moisturise your hands, then this is great. Next thing is this, and it's the Primark Polka perfume. I don't know if it's pronounced Polka or Polka, because it's spelt Polka, which is essentially polka, but when you say like polka dots, you say polka rather than polka. So I'm probably overthinking this, but it's basically this perfume that I got from Primark recently. I've been loving it recently, and it's just a really nice summer smell. It's quite light, but it's not overly sweet, and I still don't know what the top notes are, but I have realised that it kind of has like an orangey, citrusy smell. So if you're into that kind of fragrance, then I definitely recommend checking this out. I find that because this is an eau de toilette, it doesn't last as long as some of my eau de parfum perfumes, but for the price, I really can't complain. You get 50 millilitres for £6, and it's just a really great perfume. Moving on to my random favourites. The first favourite is actually in my bag. Let me dig it out. Okay, so my first random favourite is this. And basically this is Orthodontic Wax. And in case you're wondering why I'm talking about this, it's because I have been having such a hard time with my mouth recently. I had an ulcer between my two front teeth. I've got my wisdom teeth growing and pushing things and causing inflammation and redness, and oh god, it's just a nightmare. And then along with all of that, my braces are really digging into my cheeks and gums, and not gums, my lip at the moment. And basically this has been a lifesaver with regards to my braces, to try and stop them from digging in, because you basically get these little strips of wax. I don't know if you can really see that, and I just pull off a bit, roll it into a ball and shove it on the brackets and areas that are rubbing, and it just helps to soothe it. Sometimes I just put like a whole strip across one side of my mouth, and it makes my lip look like I've been punched in the face or something, because it just kind of sticks out like that, I don't know. But yeah, this is so useful, and if you have braces, or if you're considering braces or whatever, then don't bin these, because when I had my braces when I was like 11 or something, I got given some wax. I was like, ugh, what is this? And then I binned it, and I suffered then, and I'm suffering now, but I'm using this and it's great. So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you about that, but I love Orthodontic Wax. My second random favourite is this bad boy over here. I don't know if I'm pointing to it, but this oil burner thing, I have been loving it recently. I actually bought it last week, so I've had it for about a week or so. I actually got this from ASDA. It's a ceramic burner thing with a little heart and two little hearts, and it also came with a little vial of vanilla, I think it's vanilla anyway, a little vial of oil and 4 little tea lights, which is a really nice gift. So if you're looking for a nice gift for someone that likes kind of smelly things, like nice smelling things, then definitely check out ASDA. But I've been loving this. You just basically need a little tea light, and you can swap the scent out as and when you like, really. I've got a few little oil flavours, I guess, or scents. And I also bought some Yankee Candle tarts as well, so I'm looking forward to kind of experimenting with different scents, seeing what I like. And I just really enjoy using this oil burner. The scent throw off, or the scent diffusion even, is a lot better than some of the candles that I have. I sometimes find that candles don't spread the smell around enough, but these work really well, and sometimes even when I've gone out of the room it still smells like it's in the hallway and stuff. So yes, I really love this, and I think I've rambled on long enough now, so thank you for watching and I will see you again soon. Bye!